It's the legendary Blue Lagoon in Iceland in September of 2022. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick from Oakland Travel, and we are here courtesy of the Voyager of the Seas. It was a 14-night repositioning cruise going from Copenhagen, Denmark over to Boston, Massachusetts. And the ship was docked here at Reykjavík in Iceland for about a day and a half, almost 2 full days. And so this is the kind of evening, I guess you could say, of the first of the 2 days. And so we're on a short excursion over here to do the Blue Lagoon. As you can see from the camera, it is raining. But this is going to be one of those things where we're just going to be wet the whole evening because, of course, we're going into the lagoon, and it stayed just like this the whole time. So the whole time we were in the Blue Lagoon, it was raining. But I titled this vlog episode just the Welcome to the Blue Lagoon, because it is just I don't know, it's hard to describe. If you've never been there, it's kind of hard to really describe what it is and what the experience is like. It's very regimented once you get inside here. So in other words, they have a very specific way of doing things. And so they tell you once you get in, okay, you know, you have to wear the wristbands for this to pay for things, etc. The locker rooms and how the locker rooms work and what you're expected to do and things like that, with, you know, changing and so forth. And so it's very much, they're going to tell you, like, here's how it works. It's a little interesting in certain parts of that, but the lagoon itself is pretty cool because, as you'll see in the next episode, once we get in there, when you go to get into the lagoon, you start from inside the building and you literally sort of walk into the lagoon while you're still in the building. And then you go through like this little trap door that takes you out into the lagoon area itself. And the lagoon, the entire sort of lagoon area where all the water is only a couple of feet deep. So it's shallow enough that you can basically just stand up anytime you want. But you know, the water is naturally heated with all the geothermal activity, and it's cold. You know, it's cold and it's raining. So if you're in the water, it's nice. It's nice and comfortable, right? Even if it's raining on you, it's still kind of comfortable, and it's a very cool experience. And then when you stand up, you get cold pretty quick, so you scrunch back down to get back in the water. So you'll see everybody, you know, up to their neck once we show you, you know, like where everybody's in the water. But it's only a couple of feet deep, so it's kind of an interesting experience. It's like basically being in a 3-foot pool, right? Just a huge 3-foot pool, and but a very cool experience. There's a bar in there and everything, so you can go up to the bar and get a drink and so forth. There's some of the water right there, and this whole area, by the way, in Iceland, is pretty close to volcanic activity. And so this excursion was in September 2022 during the cruise we were on. Putting this video together a couple of years later, because that's just how much footage we record on these trips. And since the time that this was recorded, the Blue Lagoon has been shut down a couple of times because of volcanic activity in the area very close to it. So hopefully these facilities are never damaged. I think they should just shut them down just out of an abundance of caution, just because of where they are physically located. But here's all of the passengers that came with us on this short excursion from the Voyager of the Seas, September 2022. This is the Blue Lagoon.